Even though Google had to cancel their event at the New York City because of the Hurricane Sandy, that doesn't mean that they won't be unveiling their new gadgets. What's going on, guys? Jens Garcia here for another tech news. Alright, first of all is the Nexus 4. Now, the way I see Nexus 4 is pretty much just like the successor, the Samsung Galaxy Nexus, which was actually announced last year. Now, the reason why I say that is pretty much because of the similarities between the two in terms of when you look at the front. You'll still have that curved looking design, and obviously no branding of the company at the front. However, on the back you'll actually see the LG brand. Now, apart from that, you'll have a 4.7-inch display with a resolution of 1280 by 768. Now, with the resolution, it's actually, when you actually take off the software buttons, it'll actually have a full 720p display, which is actually perfect for viewing pictures, movies. So really great stuff for that. And it's actually a little bit larger. So with the Samsung Galaxy Nexus, it's 4.65, and so it's about 5 millimeters larger compared to the Samsung Galaxy Nexus. Now, looking at the back of the Nexus 4, now I'm not really a big fan of it. Some people actually like it, some people are not, but personally I'm not a big fan of it, probably because of the way where they place the camera as well as the LED. But in terms of camera, they've actually upgraded it to 8 megapixel. Now, with the old Samsung Galaxy Nexus, it was only 5 megapixel, which was actually just decent. Not the best camera that you can find, like for example the iPhone 5 or the Samsung Galaxy Note 2 as well as the Samsung Galaxy S3. So not the best camera back then, but now huge step up from them. Obviously they've upgraded it because otherwise they just wouldn't be able to keep up. But anyway, really nice to see that they finally upgraded it to 8.8 megapixel. Now, apart from that, they've actually upgraded the processor as well to Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 processor, which is probably the best you can get on the market right now. It's definitely the fastest as well, fastest than the Exynos as well as the Tegra 3. So really nice to see that they put the Qualcomm Snapdragon S4 processor on the device. Also, 2 gigabytes of RAM has been added on the device. Now, speaking of RAM, really happy for companies now that they're bringing the 2 gigabytes of RAM on the smartphone. Now, simply because it's just gonna give us a better multitasking experience on the device, because sometimes one can be a little bit small, especially when you're running intensive applications like games. So pretty much that's the reason why I'm really happy that they've got 2 gigabytes of RAM. Now, apart from that, there's also battery has also been upgraded. It's now 2100 milliamp hours to pretty much just enjoy all the goodness of the Nexus 4. Now, one thing I like about this device is actually the wireless charging capability, because what happens is all you gotta do is place your smartphone on the docking station, which I believe Google is gonna be selling that in the near future, and then bam, wireless charging. How awesome is that? Now, there are actually going to be 2 different versions of this smartphone. There's going to be an 8 gigabytes version for $349 as well as $399 for the 16 gigabytes version. Now, that's Australian pricing. It's probably going to be a little bit cheaper compared to the US. Now, with Australian pricing, that actually includes the tax, so you don't have to pay for it when you check out the item. Now, all you have to do is pretty much pay for the shipping. I can't remember how much the shipping for the Nexus 7, so I think it's about $18. So anyway, we'll probably I'm probably expecting the same shipping price for the Nexus 4. But seriously, how cheap is that? Considering that you're getting Qualcomm Snapdragon processor as well as 2 gigabytes of RAM, and last but not the least, the latest Android 4.2 Jelly Beans. So seriously, that's gonna be some serious competition in there. Now, along with Nexus 4, Google also unveiled the Samsung Nexus 10, which is a 10-inch tablet. Now, you're gonna be shocked with the resolution of this device. Not just the resolution, but the battery as well. Alright, why are you gonna be shocked? Because the resolution is 2560 by 1600. 2560 by 1600. Seriously, that's crazy. That's higher resolution than this and my monitor, and obviously higher resolution than the iPad's Retina display. Oh man. Now, the tablet will also feature a dual-core A15 processor as well as 2 gigabytes of RAM, and last but not the least, the battery. Now, the battery is 9,000 milliamp hours. Oh man, how long will that last? Oh, you just gotta love Samsung and Google together, working together. I really like this tablet. Now for the 16GB version, the Nexus 10 is going to cost you for about $469. Yes, that's Australian. Again, if you want the full pricing of the Nexus 10, just go through the Google Play website on your country. And then for the 32GB version, it's going to be $569. So it's about $100 more if you want an extra storage. Now in terms of specs between this and the iPad 4, now seriously, there's going to be some serious competition between the two. What's more important is they're all going to be shipping with Android 4.2 Jelly Bean with some improvements such as the Photosphere, which can take 360-degree panoramic photos, as well as the updated version of Google Now, and last but not the least, Gmail 4.2. Now if you want to install Gmail 4.2, I've got a video on how to do it on the Nexus 7. I'm going to be posting the link down below in the description box, so make sure you check that out if you want to install it right now. And yeah, so pretty much there you have it, guys. That is the news for today. Let me know if you're going to be purchasing either of the Nexus 10 or Nexus 4, or you're going to wait for more Nexus devices. So just hit that in the comments down below. I'm Jens Garcia, and I'll see you all in the next one.